the coronavirus has taught us one thing, it's taught us that if one person is sick somewhere, we're all sick everywhere. And that's a pretty daunting message, and you feel it. Hello, I'm Peter Nixon, and I'm recording from my studio in Discovery Bay. Today is third week of March, and people are getting pretty worried about the coronavirus. So I thought I would share some ideas that could help, something I'm calling the Coronavirus Survival Guide. 4 key messages. First one, one of the things I learned a long time ago, I was fighting forest fires in northern Alberta as a university job. And they told us and trained us all the things that we could do to save our lives if we got overrun by a forest fire. But if nothing else worked, then they told us dig a hole, jump inside and cover yourself over and hope that the fire will race over your top and leave you without burning up in the fire. And then they said, if all else fails, try the 3 Ps. So we were all curious, what are the 3 Ps? And they said, if all else fails, you can always panic, puke, and pass out. I went on afterwards to start my own business and used to lie awake at night when I started the business because I had left the largest firm in the world to become essentially a one-man band, as some people like to call it. I prefer to call it a boutique consultancy. But it was quite clear that it was a very steep uphill and I had a lot to do and I had really no idea how to do it. And I was very ambitious and hardworking, but surrendering big income when you have 3 young children and you're living in the most expensive city in the world was perhaps a daunting start to my business. But I learned something right at the start that was so important and which helps me now and which has helped me through every crisis ever since. It's that fear and panic doesn't help. It's normal. It's what keeps us alive. But what really works is get up early and work like hell and keep after your goal as much as you can. Start early and persist nonstop to achieve your goals. That's what works. Panic and fear keeps you awake at night, makes you sweat, gives you a heart attack, and we want you to survive the coronavirus. We don't want you to die of worry and panic. The second aspect of this coronavirus is this depression that we're all feeling because it's such a sad situation. And if all you do is watch the news every day, you're going to get more and more depressed. So turn off the news, turn up your music, turn it up too. Focus on the good things in life. Watch the kids laughing in the park. Look at the flowers. Play with the puppies. Do the good things. It's wrong to say that the negative feelings will go away because they're natural. But if you fill your mind with all the good things, it will push the space available for the bad thoughts further and further into the corner. And that's a much easier way to manage through this whole 12 to 18 months, which is going to be hard for all of us. So don't panic. Manage the black moods by doing all those positive things. Exercise, good diet, minimize intoxication, reaching out to connect with friends. A problem shared is a problem halved. So solutions in the dialogue. Third aspect of my coronavirus survival guide is something I've learned also working in the gig economy over all these years. Because every time I lost a client, I lost income. And I didn't know how long it would take for that to come back. And in the worst downturns like SARS and the Great Recession of 2008, or swine flu or bird flu or the Asian currency crisis, endless crises, I had to face the reality that perhaps there would be no more income. And a lot of you right now today are feeling that same concern. Entire industries have collapsed, and perhaps everything you've done in the past to make money is now gone. You can't make money that way anymore, and you're wondering how you're going to pay for your families and carry on your lifestyles. So here's what I've learned, and here's what I'm doing, because my gig economy has ground to a halt. There's no way we're doing in-person training or facilitation for the next 12 to 18 months. So what am I doing instead? I'm alert to what's possible. I'm alert to what is needed. And I'm moving my training online, and I'm moving all of our dialogues online. I've completely pivoted. Potential Dialogue Institute will launch a series of 12 sessions online and provide training for leaders in the post-coronavirus world. We have to learn how to live better. That's a need. I don't know how I'll do it commercially, but I'm working that out now as we speak. So do what you need to do. Be alert. There are opportunities. Maybe what you've done in the past will no longer be possible, and that's okay. That's reality. You can't change that. But what you can change is the willingness to open your eyes, to look at the people around you and figure out what are their needs. Look at the brewers, for example, that have switched their breweries to making hand sanitizer. Look at the delivery companies that are helping drop off food for shut-ins. Look at the software companies that are making Zoom and products like that available for us to connect globally. There are opportunities, and with a bit of creativity, I'm sure you can find a way to figure out how to do what you do, even though we can't do what we used to do before this problem came upon us. And then the last part of my coronavirus survival guide for today is that we should use the next 12 to 18 months to figure out what type of world do we want after this is behind us. So we should be training, we should be upskilling, learning languages, but particularly our leaders need to pick up the skills and abilities and willingness to dialogue and negotiate and to lead our global village once we're able to reconnect after this is over. Because what we've done in the past, focusing on making the most money possible or protecting this one-party state is it doesn't work. Fighting over borders and hypersonic missiles and national assets, no, that doesn't work. Trade wars, things of the past. The future, the post-coronavirus world, should be how we can all live in our global village and protect our environment around us. Potentialism suggests that the post-coronavirus world will be centered on helping people realize their potential. It won't be realizing capital, how to make the most money. It won't be how to keep one party in power forever, like communism. It's an upgrade brought to us by the behavioral economists who've been studying optimal outcomes and how to get there. And they've proven that the best outcome is not what's best for you or what's best for the state. It's what's best for you and the other stakeholders. And to achieve that optimal outcome, we need dialogue, and we need to negotiate and manage conflict and stop dropping bombs on each other. And so let's do this together. I'll be posting these messages as often as inspiration brings me to do so, and I will be actively doing training at the Potential Dialogue Institute. You'll see me moderating dialogues with leaders on potentialnetwork.com. And if you're so inspired to bring the potential party into a jurisdiction in your world, then get in touch. We believe it's important, and now's the time to do it. So try not to panic, and do what you can to get up and move. Just work hard every day towards your goal. Put potential at the heart of politics in the post-coronavirus world. Let's not put capital at the heart. Making the most money is not our goal in life. Let's not put the state at the heart, the commune. That's also proven not to be the best. What has been proven by our behavioral economists is what's best for you and for the other stakeholders. And the only way we can get that best outcome is through dialogue and negotiation and managing the conflicts which inevitably will come up. So reach out. We'd love to hear your ideas. We'd love to work with you. And stay safe, stay healthy, and follow each other here on the net. Thank you. Because we're all in this together. If the coronavirus has taught us one thing, it's taught us that if one person is sick somewhere, we're all sick everywhere. And that's a pretty daunting message, and you feel it. So let's not forget that key message, and let's make the post-coronavirus world one that we all want to live in successfully and with a little bit of fun.